dictator for 42 years has controlled the nation, and he's being exchanged for another dictator. But this new dictatorship is the plutocratic offshore central banks that are now admitting that 6 months ago, a month and a half before the UN resolution or the U.S. got involved in this new war that we were told wasn't a war and it was a kinetic military action, a month and a half before that was even announced to the world, and Obama told us it would last days, not weeks, we are now told that, yes, indeed, U.S. Special Forces, British Special Forces, NATO Special Forces were involved from the beginning. So it wasn't an organic uprising of the Libyan people against Muammar Gaddafi. No, it was Western Special Forces going in to the east of the country and being armed over the border from the nation of Egypt, and that those armed rebels tried to overthrow the government. And when Gaddafi resisted it and resisted the al-Qaeda forces, that's who they admit they are, the world was told he was attacking peaceful demonstrators. So we take you now to our final report of the evening, filed by Rob Dew on the subject of Libya and the unfolding humanitarian disaster.
NATO hands terrorists who killed U.S. troops control of Libya. Al-Qaeda gets a new home after the so-called rebels seized Tripoli. While U.S. troops are dying in Afghanistan and Iraq in the supposed war on terror, these same terrorists are now being handed control of an entire country and its lucrative resources. As a massive NATO bombardment of Tripoli aids the al-Qaeda-backed rebels in their overthrow of Colonel Gaddafi. Gaddafi himself has gone into hiding outside the city. Shortly after the start of the conflict in March, Hakim al-Hassadi, the leader of the anti-Gaddafi rebel army, admitted that rebel ranks include al-Qaeda terrorists who have killed U.S. troops in Iraq and Afghanistan. Al-Hassadi describes the fighters as, quote, patriots and good Muslims, not terrorists. As the Wall Street Journal reported in a piece entitled, Ex-Mujahideen Lead Libyan Rebels, al-Qaeda terrorists who worked directly for bin Laden were tasked with recruiting, training, and acting as frontline field commanders for the rebel army. In 2002, French intelligence experts revealed how Western intelligence agencies bankrolled the Libyan al-Qaeda cell controlled directly by Osama bin Laden to hatch a plot to kill Colonel Gaddafi that was foiled in March of 1996. Indeed, it was Gaddafi's Libya who put out the first Interpol warrant for bin Laden's arrest in 1998. Western intelligence agencies blocked the warrant from being pursued, allowing bin Laden and al-Qaeda to go on and kill more than 200 people in the truck bombings of the U.S. embassies in Kenya and Tanzania. Some of the very rebels now being funded, trained, and given embassies in Britain and U.S. were part of the al-Qaeda cell that tried to kill Gaddafi on behalf of the United States and Britain 15 years ago. Libya's future hinges on the globalist ability to lie long enough to get an occupation force in place. Richard Haas, president of the Fortune 500 line Council on Foreign Relations, has stated clearly that, quote, Libya now needs boots on the ground. NATO boots, to be specific. The UK has already admitted to having prepared at least 200 more troops to land in Libya at any given moment, and arrangements are already underway to tap NATO members for additional troop commitments. This is Rob Dew for InfoWars Nightly News.